unofficially comes a grant, small grant, I mean, for a couple $1,000, but I'm going to ask that we have posters or banners printed in the local dialects and put in all the birthing centers. And if we can, there's money left over into the remote Barangay health centers.
Well, if you get the posters to us, we'll get them around and put them
Great, yeah. We'll also need to set up a communication system here.
Right.
If you'd like to be in charge of that.
Anything we can do to help.
Your wife speaks the local dialects
Yes.
very well.
Okay, mine learning.
What?
Slowly. You'll know how that goes.
Here's a little story about our organization. 8 years ago, I had volunteered for a medical mission, and nobody would answer any questions. And every time I asked about the children, I was told don't worry. Well, the medical mission arrived, and sadly, the foreign doctors that had come were given a free golf game, and they declared their medical mission a success. But the children who were denied did not think, nor did I think it was a success. And after that, my life changed completely. 100% stopped. And I started going back as what we used to call a whodunit case when I was on the police department. You get a case originally, you don't know who it is, and you call it.
You on the police force?
32 years.
Wow.
Miami-Dade.
What an
Miami-Dade County.
incredible change.
Yeah, you would never think that one had another. So I went and I interviewed the patients, and I interviewed the doctors to find out what happened and what we could do. And then, can we break for a second? Let me introduce you to Marisa. Hello, this is Marisa. Marisa is she's on the board of directors of our organization. Her job is to tell on me to everybody. No, she's my dear friend. And again, she's on the board of directors for this award from the very day one. I'll put it together and works real hard. Sometimes too hard. Yeah, you know. And then she disappears to her super secret place. No, it's a secret, but beautiful. She has a place in Dimmer's and overlooks the cliff and comes down. You know, very, very friendly dog. So I began working with different organizations, trying to get them to come to Iloilo, telling them for the children. And when I find the children, I began preparing them. From my first batch, about half of the children were denied their operation because they had some type of intestinal parasite. And between 2 pesos and 60 pesos, that's all it took to make, and a little bit of time to discover that ahead of time, and the children could have had their life-changing operations. But your audience is mostly Americans and foreigners.
Our audience, yes, but the people that we help.
No. The people who, for everyone, so to be brutally honest, if you want me to be brutally honest, or I can be sweet, what happens is that every aspect of life is covered in some type of corruption. And these people will be so nice to you and they will think that you can trust them, but it is not. There is no shame in lying. There is no shame in being dishonest if it involves some type of corruption. And these children were part of that, part of this field where the doctors came from across the world, and their hotels, where they pay for their hotels and they pay for their transportation, sometimes 3 times as much a night than they would normally have to pay, and many times more than that for the transportation, not knowing that you're in the Philippines and it's really not that expensive. And that's where they make the money. For the children, there's no money to be made. So they're just implement and just a plastic holding the Swiss Army knife when you buy it. Once you get the people here, they're going to spend their money. If the children are operated or not so. Last year we did 899 operations, and the year before that we did 904. Well over 4,000 now. And how our group works different than any other group. First we find the child, the area coordinators and area leaders. Once we find them, we automatically deworm them. Automatically deworm them. If they said they will deworm 2 days ago in their class, in school, then we will not. But we will watch them. And they, okay. Hi, Dr. Leo. This is Mr. Terrence. Mr. Terrence brought a young woman, and though she had unfortunately, but she has a muscular problem, and he would appreciate if you could just spend a minute and just
talk to her.
Talk to her, maybe have some ideas where to go or what it might be. Okay. Do you want us to bring her in here?
Is she here?
Yeah, she's in a wheelchair.
Just outside.
Okay, you want to go get